finally able to pull myself away from Cookie Clicker long enough to go rape some aliens.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And there's nobody but me this time.
yeah. Other people might join us later. You see, Space Mullet, he he's multiple personalities and headmates, and what happens is they come and go based on who's available on Skype at the time.
Yeah,
And
and this time it just happens to be the most rapiest of all the personalities.
did you ever see? Do you watch a lot of Adult Swim?
A little bit, a little
They
bit.
had they had a show called Frisky Dingo, and then they did like a spin-off special episode with these like stormtrooper guys or like space marine guys, but they're not in space. And I forget what they even call themselves. They were like there was a superhero called X, and then his troops like don't know what to do when he disappears, so they just fly around and they're all completely like retarded. Like it's an entire ship filled with comic relief characters. And there's the statue that's been has a hole in its crotch, and they say, well, it's no human being could do that with its dick. It had to be some kind of an ape, like a rape ape. And the computer is the only sensible character, so they look it up, and they're like, well, it's so they search rape ape in the computer, and nothing comes up. But the closest match is rapier ape, and he fights with a sword, you know, a rapier. But
Yeah.
they don't understand it. They think, wow, he's even rapier than rape ape. And then they say, is there a rapiest ape?
Yes,
That
that rapiest ape would be me.
Yeah, the rapiest ape of all. Anyway, so let's see. We're on New Texas, the Lone Star planet. Where should we
So
go?
I think we already talked to the big T guy or whatever.
Yep.
So let's go into these shops to the side.
Okay. West or east?
West.
Okay. You step inside the gift shop, pushing the glass door open ahead of you. Uh, raw, your mind swims as a potent musk in the shop washes over you, and you suddenly identify the odor: sex, raw, untamed sexuality and need. You walk into the gift shop. The gift shop looks like every other gift shop in the verse, with racks of memorabilia, ranging from 10-gallon hats to holographic greeting cards. Um, okay, so a Tauric woman with black scales on her lower body and a massive double G cup rack works there. And then there's vending machines. So shopkeep, vending machines, and then
Let's go talk to that shopkeep.
Ellie. You step up to the Tauric woman behind the counter, blinking through the ever-thickening cloud of lust. A couple of bowlmen stand in the corner at the shop looking at porno mags, look up to chuckle at you. Your attention snaps to the aromatic tar when she speaks, her voice a throaty, sultry take on the classic Southern belle. She says she's Nephili, the proprietor. Most folk call me Ellie, though, so what do I call you, stranger? Space Mullet. He's like, I've been watching. Did I tell you I watched every James Bond film, like all in a marathon?
Oh no, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I mean, some of the old ones are so corny. It's hilarious. I love how he's the only spy in history, I'm sure, that just introduces people with his given and family name. Just like
Yeah.
he's like Bond, James Bond. I mean, oh god damn it, Smith, Robert Smith. Fuck, I'm terrible at this job. He's like Mullet, Space Mullet. Okay, let's see. Alright, like what you see? Don't be shy, most of the bulls around here sure aren't. Yes? Meh? Don't like.
Let's say yes. Why not?
Tell her you appreciate her rack in all its magnificence. I love these tool tips.
Yeah.
I like to think they're my best asset. Okay, so you snap out of your boob-induced delirium. Now then, is there anything I can help you with? Or would you rather slip out back and get a closer look at my inventory? Nice use of an ellipsis there. And we got a new Codex entry unlocked. I don't think we've checked the Codex even once. Buy, sell, talk, or suckle.
Yeah, let's. Why not? We're thirsty.
Okay, yeah. It's Texas. It's a dry, arid planet.
Yeah.
Well, your lust went up to 99, so Lathan Milk might be super duper sweet, but it's also a little alcoholic. It has that effect on most people anyway. Special blend of hormones. Let's just get you to take a seat. Okay, open wide, and a wall of text. And Ellie's Milk has its own special debuff. 23 hours remaining. Actually, 23 hours and 42 minutes, so basically a full day. Let's see. Do you let Ellie have her way with you? Yes, yes, hand job. Yes, finger.
I'm going to accept that hand job.
Okay. Let's see. Nothing gets me. Okay, Zilcock. Blah blah blah. Suckling like okay. Switching. What do you say to switching tits? Huh? Poor righty's feeling awfully left out. Let's say, good boy. Oh, don't blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and smear my hand with cum. I won't mind at all. Okay, there we go. And we're done.
Delicious.
Alright, so.
Alright, I think we got what we came for. Let's
Yeah.
let's head out. Go to the Eastern shop.
See if we can get a hand job there too. Well, Bowl Chef. Restaurant attached to the ranch house is a smoky, meat-smelling barbecue joint. This reminds me of, you watched, what was it? House of Cards?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, what was that guy with the rib joint?
Freddy.
Freddy, that's Freddy,
Yeah.
yeah. So we got into Freddy's rib joint. Steaks, ribs, and roast beef sandwiches. An open grill dominated. Food, watch screen, inventory.
I mean, we already have a bit of lust left, so let's masturbate. Why not?
Just right on, yeah.
right into the food.
You'd never even consider. Well, I think we just did.
Yeah, why do you give us that option if we couldn't? I feel duped a bit.
Yeah, it just gives you something to aspire to.
I guess. Let's watch that screen then. See what's going on.
Oh, and it's Steph Urson. Again. And she has cat ears. That was probably from, yeah, she's gonna transform over time, I think. This show rated X, adults only, by the Galactic Entertainment Ratings Board for graphic, sexual, and disturbing imagery. You've been warned. Trigger warning.
So, and wasn't that a male last time?
No, she was always female.
Huh.
The camera pans down from a wide-angle shot of the vast sweeping plains of Grand Tay to finally focus on the hostess Steph sitting atop a simple wooden fence on the field's edge. Cowgirls, both chewing on what looks like lettuce. Welcome to a special edition of Galactic Huntress. Let's see. Every time she blinks or speaks, the colors seem to shift and swim as if alive and moving. Today we're coming back toward the core for a look at some more domesticated species. It's always important to remember that though the frontier is a wild and untamed place, full of wonders and mysteries and strange new life, blah 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 blah. Okay, this planet's green fields and friendly farmhands go on as far as the eye can see. Okay.
There are plenty of assholes for thumbs as well.
Let's see. Moo.
Plenty of thumbable asshole out on the frontier.
What?
Just thumbable asshole as far as the eye can see.
Let's see. And okay, so there's a milking scene. Milk. Cowgirls.
Lemonade. Around the corner, fudge is made.
Yeah. Okay, so crikey, that's amazing. I think I'll be switching brands at home. Well, this was one of her better encounters. So, yeah. So there you go. That's the news, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess this isn't the news. This is more like a animal ? Planet.
Yeah, it's
Animal question mark planets, plural. She sets her bucket down, wipes the milk from her lips. But the treatment's made him big, burly, and eager to go toe to toe on a hair. Oh, okay. So this is the part where she gets assaulted, like in every episode. So she's investigated the females of the species. Now she creeps up toward the bull, stealthily making up her way behind his pistoning hips. "G'day, mate." So he answers, not breaking pace or looking up. Uh, "You're not too bright, are you?" Well, so interview.
so are these like the black people of the galaxy?
I
We just
don't
kind of we
know.
just kind of go to their neighborhoods and wait for them to say something interesting and then put it on TV.
Yeah, I don't know. This is I don't know what to compare it to, really. And I'm usually like quick on the draw with some kind of a lame thing.
Yeah. This is like maybe if they had TV back when they were first exploring America.
Yeah,
This is what they would have produced.
except that you didn't have like fucking Lewis and Clark getting like raped by Indians, enjoying it, and then
Yeah, true.
televising
Yeah.
it.
I mean, hey, we don't know. We don't have any footage from back then.
You know, it's you still haven't played Civ 5, right? Or any of the Civ games, have you?
No.
It's fun when like the early stages of a Civ 5 session. Exploring the new world is one of the more enjoyable like aspects of the game, because like you need to protect your home territory from barbarians, but then there's these ruins that give you bonuses, so it always behooves you to send out ships and little expeditions of guys with their little weapons out into the wilderness to go look around. And I was playing on this gigantic earth-shaped map, and I had like a group of crossbowmen. Like, they were a scout, but then they found crossbows in a ruin, and then they're just like sailing around the coast, and they went to Australia, and Australia was just teeming with barbarians. And it's just kind of cool if you role play while you play games, because I mean, and I don't know, there's really nothing like that. There's really not a good game that's like explore the world, as part of, I don't know, like a
Yeah. Like
trader
a
or
like a grand strategy type game where you have to do a good bit of exploring.
yeah. I mean, there's this idea of being like the first of your kind to ever visit some foreign civilization or something like that. But yeah, like I said, if you like to role play as you play any kind of game, it was really cool. Uh, sending like one or two bands of soldiers to the far side of the world, looking for ruins and stuff, and just fighting a never-ending stream of barbarians. And yeah, like the barbarians, they'll have weapons from any period. So like if you're in like in the modern era, they could have anything from assault rifles to very primitive weapons like just hand axes, and then you can just gun them down. But like, there's really nothing like that. I mean, it'd be cool if they had a game like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, with this this huge persistent world, and you could get a ship, and you land and you go into the jungle with like an expedition and something like that. There's really nothing like that. As I get better with Unity, I want to start making all kinds of games like that. But then I got too many goddamn projects I'm juggling. I mean, I still haven't really finished the beta for fucking
Schizophrenia
yeah,
Quest.
Schizophrenia Quest, and I don't have that much work left to do on it before. But I don't know if you're the same way. I have so many projects that no matter which one I'm working on, I'm kicking myself for not working on the others.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Guy grabs his cock and starts stroking it. She's naked. There's his camera drone. Maybe I'll fix that for you. So she's mutating again, this time growing her breasts. What is, let's see, hold on.
They're growing
Yeah.
in space.
Suddenly endowed like a proper cow, her tits easily envelop the tree trunk of a cock being rammed into her mouth. Squeezing, okay. Okay, more not safe for work stuff. What's that? Slut, need a little attention down there. You following me, camera drone? He laughs. Okay, grab the camera drone and out of the air and shove it between the only to turn back, grab the camera drone right out of the air and shove it between Steph's spread legs and and it cuts. I guess suddenly like a hentai anime internal shot was too much, so they cut to commercial break. Everything else was above board. That was fine.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's
This badge is sponsored by.
yeah.
So, ooh, still don't have enough lust to masturbate in public.
Oh no,
So,
it's based off libido, and libido's
oh,
only
libido.
5.
I see. So yeah, let's just go west and looks to be something all the way to the east. If you go south and then.
Want to go in here?
Yep.
Ice Teats. Welcome to Ice Teats. Let's see. A tall, orange-skinned woman has short lime green hair and bright red eyes. Let's see. She wears a bright red miniskirt. Blah 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 blah. C cups. Her smile is inviting and warm as you step up to the counter. My name is Yami. What can I get for you today? We have cones, bowls, or frozen feasts in any combination of flavors you prefer. So cone, bowl, feast, questions.
Let's order some questions.
Okay. Ice Cream Girls Company, herself or sex?
Sex. Easy.
Officially, the company doesn't condone unauthorized breeding and/or sexual interaction with our employees. When you inquire about unofficially, she smiles a little bit. Well, some of the girls are stored in back in case we need to switch flavors. A friendly visit is possible sometimes. Oh, placeholder till some sex appears. Someone be a dear and write this for me. Hey, dude! Dude! I don't know why I didn't think of this before. We can write scenes for these games, both COC and this, and we can submit them.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. We could finish this off.
Yeah, that just occurred to me. I mean, before I was just a passive participant in this, but yeah, you can. I mean, anyone who watches these vids or whatever, you can actually write a scene and then submit it to Phenoxo, and if he likes it, he'll put it in here.
I just like it that prostitution is a function of every single shop in this game. Like it doesn't matter the shop, you can find a whore in the back to take care of you.
Okay, so the overall scene was written by Lady Jen. But yeah, we could, as a channel, both us people work on the channel and the subs, we could collaborate with these people and make our own. You know, I mean, the thing is, it's from what I've seen of the way Phenoxo works is, like, if you're willing to do the work and it's not terrible, he'll add it. So we could make our own fucking planet. I don't know if he's actually made like in Corruption of Champions is now open source. So if you know the programming language, you can actually just write stuff for it. But because it has these maps and so forth, I imagine it's not that difficult for him to add them. But if yeah, basically we could map out, we could make our whole planet. Something to think about.
Yeah, I'd like that. What would we call it though?
Well, we could just go with like something instead of New Texas. Texas. It could be like, I don't know, New. What I made a joke about, like New Detroit or New Baltimore in like one of the first episodes. I mean, it could be anything.
Yeah. I'm imagining New Detroit is like this really advanced place. Like they just like rebuilt Detroit, but the right way this time.
Yeah.
Instead of just having it all crumble down 2 weeks later.
To be honest, I just want a planet with actual full biological women, because I mean they're a little bit heavy. They're a little bit over generous with the hermaphrodites in these games, to be honest.